Hello and welcome to episode 9 of my Working with Work series. And in this week's episode, I want to tell you all about the advantages of using something that is called a 30-day challenge, or if you're doing it in February, a 28 or 29-day challenge. Now, recently, during February, I actually did this as a test to see how it would work. And I used because I actually have an Apple Watch, I actually used the activity rings within Apple Watch as the basis of my 30-day challenge, just to see how it would work and to see if you could actually turn it into a very positive habit. Now, the whole purpose of 30-day challenges is essentially to create a habit. Now, for those of you who may not know, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks of consistently applying a activity or a task or something in order for you to create a habit. So that's 3 to 4 weeks to create a habit. Now, there's a lot of things that we want to improve in our lives, and one of which could be I want to read more books, for example. Or alternatively, it could be I want to be more active and burn more calories and lose a bit of weight. Now, to do that, to turn that sort of thing into a habit is going to take you 3 to 4 weeks. Now, using a 28 or a 30-day challenge works out at exactly 4 weeks or just over 4 weeks. So you can actually take advantage of the power, and it really is powerful, of a 28-day challenge to create some really, really positive habits within your life. So I have a number of things that you could do, and I'm just going to use a couple of really simple examples. Let's take exercise. So let's just imagine that you want to start becoming more active and to start a regular exercise program. Now, usually you're advised on an exercise program is to exercise 3 to 4 times a week for a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes. Now, the thing is, obviously, 3 to 4 days is not every day. So if you're going to use the 28-day challenge to create an exercise program, what you need to do is to have that 3 to 4 occasions when you would go to the gym, but then the remaining days within your exercise cycle would be a 1 to 2 mile walk, for example, or you may do some planks at home, sit-ups or press-ups or something like that. But for 28 days, you would have to do something related to exercise. So it could be walking, it could be jogging, it could be going to the gym, it could be going for a swim. Now, it's not advisable to go running every single day for 28 days if you've not been running for a very long time. Obviously, that's not going to be good advice. Physically, it's going to hurt you, and also it could actually damage your health. So I'm not recommending that you would go running every day for 28 days, or even go to the gym for every day for 28 days. It's just not going to work. So you have to create a little bit of balance within this. But with exercise, there are many, many ways to actually be involved in exercise. It could be walking a couple of miles a day. It could be going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, and in between you would go swimming or anything like that. So you've got to figure out how you are going to do some form of exercise every day for 28 to 30 days. The second way of doing this is, let's just imagine, another example of doing this, I should say, is if you wanted to start reading a book. Now, here's some advice on this. Don't set yourself a target of reading 1 chapter a day for 28 days. The reason being is some chapters are very short, other chapters are very long, and you're going to get yourself in a bit of a mess if you end up coming home on Friday night rather late, having been out with your friends, only to find that you've got a very long chapter to read. It's not going to happen, and you're going to break your 28 days. So what you need to do is to set pages as your target. So I would set it on a lower target, so 3 to 4 pages a day for 28 days. Obviously, if you're not tired and you can read a bit more, then okay, read 5 to 10 pages or whatever you feel like. But you set yourself a minimum of reading, say 3 to 5 pages a day for 28 days, what you'll find is the habit of reading is going to start developing over those 28 days. And what you also need to do is you need to set up a little chart, whether it's an Excel file, a numbers file, or even something on a calendar that you have on your wall. And every day that you achieve the daily target is you tick. Now, another advantage of this 28-day challenge is that you're now getting into the habit of disciplining yourself. Now, if you go back to, I think it's episode 2 of my Working with Work series, I talked about the importance of self-discipline if you're wanting to get yourself much better organized and more productive and start achieving those things that are really important to you in your life. And part of doing that is really simply just being more self-disciplined. So the importance of the 28-day challenge is, yeah, it's fun, but it's also helping you to develop your self-discipline. It's also helping you to achieve something that you probably wanted to achieve for a very long time. So these 28-day challenges, then a lot of people use them for fun, and I accept that, and yeah, they should be fun, but also there's a serious side to it as well, and that's that it's developing some really, really positive positive habits within your system so that you can become a better person overall. So that's really all I wanted to say about the 28-day challenge. They are really, really good fun, and they can really help you to make some serious improvements to your life. I've got other examples, like I'm going to wake up every day at 6 a.m. and do some meditation for 28 days. I mean, that is a fantastic way, because meditation is now being proven to be a very effective way of changing your mood and helping you to have a much better, more positive day. Another one could be a 28-day challenge would be to contact somebody new every day for 28 days. Anything that you can think of, anything that you feel you're particularly weak at, is a really good way, or a really good thing to do for a 28-day challenge. So that's it for this week. Have a go at setting up a 28-day challenge. I know by the time of recording this, we're about halfway through March, so you've got a few days or a couple of weeks to think about what you would like to do in April, but then set yourself up as a 28-day challenge. But just keep in mind that you can start a 28-day challenge any day of the week. It doesn't have to be the first of the month. February, of course, is a great month because most Februarys are going to be 28 days. Perfect time to do it. But it doesn't have to be. You could start on a Thursday, you can start on a Friday, you can start whenever you want. Just make sure that you've got a way of recording it. And before we finish this, I should just say, while I was doing my 28-day challenge in February, there was probably about 4 days, particularly on a weekend, where I really, really wasn't in the mood to do it. But I was quite lucky that this had happened after 14 days of doing this. So when you look at the chart and you see that you've hit 14 days straight, hitting all 3 activity circles on my Apple Watch, what I found was that determination to make sure that today was not going to break it. So it's a little bit like the don't break the chain. It was enough for me to get off the sofa on a Saturday night and to go out and do something active so that I would actually complete the activity circle. So it's a great incentive. It can really help you to improve the quality of your life, the quality of your health, and the quality of your relationships with people that you may have neglected. So have a go at the 28-day challenge. April is around the corner. You've got 2 weeks to plan what you would like to do in April. But having said that, there may be something you already have decided that you would like to do on a 28-day challenge, in which case, why not start on Monday, or why not start tomorrow? So have a go. So there you go, 28-day challenges, a really, really powerful way of developing some very, very positive challenges. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I wish you all a very, very productive week, and I will see you in the next episode.